Welcome to another episode of StateSideReds. Manchester United 4, Real Sociedad 1. Before we get into things, Mikey, how do you feel about that game?
Weird game from the perspective of the ref. I think the ref, he was very how could I say? He was bad, but I think he was trying to manage the game as far as the physicality of it was, and he just got it all wrong.
Yeah,
He uh, okay, so like the first two penalties, right? Those first two penalties, those aren't penalties in my opinion. Those are two guys going after the ball. Delict is in front of the ball, and like the man's behind him, and somehow it's a penalty. Whereas the second one looked more like something, but still too soft. You got to give a guy an opportunity to get to the ball.
yeah,
They have
no,
to have a chance, at least for me. Bruno, once again, since Roy Keane has said the crazy things he said, he's scored a goal in every game ever since. So maybe Roy Keane's playing 3D chess and 4D chess, and he just put the battery in his back to be great. Took his penalties great,
Mm.
and that third goal was mint. Great pass, put it in the back of the net, hit off the bar, perfect. All in all, I think a most comprehensive game. I will say the level of competition is different.
yeah,
They did get 𝗕𝗓𝗪 back, which they were supposed that's their best player, and he's supposed to be very formidable, but he was nowhere to be really found in the game. He wasn't really a threat. We had most of the threat, and yeah, once they went down to 10, they were food. It was over for them, and I'm glad we needed to get through, man. We now we have one game a week until April for a month and some, like a little bit over a month until I think it's Leon that's next.
yeah. We got Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having that one game a month and not having the Europa League until the next month, it's given the opportunity for some people to come back. Mason Mount's back in training. Not that I'm going to hold my breath that he's going to be available for that game.
I
We got
hope so.
yeah, I hope so too, because we need it. We,
Yeah.
we we need it, man. There's no substitutions for those front three. There is none.
Yeah.
Not
And
in the
maybe
Europa
he can
League.
find his best. Maybe he can find his best again. And he's still a younger guy, so there's still hope for him still.
Yeah. No. For me, I'm going to touch on the ref. I think it was a horrendous performance. I think all four penalties, including the first game, were just atrocious decisions. And the
Yeah.
one for me that was a penalty wasn't given. It was just shocking for me. Like, we were sitting at the bar, we're like, how's that not given? Not that I wanted another penalty, but it's like the other one should have been given. It was swapped, and it just goes
He got
to show the level of refereeing. Not this includes England too. Is way off now.
yeah.
We're looking at last night's game. The penalty that was given last night was atrocious.
Yes, very.
Um, I know a lot of people were talking about the penalty. For me, it double taps his leg. I'm sorry, but it did. Um,
I didn't see it. I've watched
yeah,
at least 30 times. I didn't see it
if you
definitively. I
if
didn't
you
see
watch
it.
it, there's a video out today where someone zoomed in and you can see when he slides with his foot, his left foot. He doesn't hit it with his left foot first. He hits it with his right foot, and then it touches the ball. That's why the ball gets the loft into the top of the net. It just
But
touches it.
that's the thing. If that rule is so dumb to me because it's like I get that, but that doesn't give me any advantage to hit it for 2 times. Gives me
No,
zero advantage. So
no,
like if I made it and then I hit it twice and it's not clear and obvious because you had to go to look at it first. Somebody had
yeah,
to tell you that it happened. Let me take it again because I made it.
yeah.
If I missed it, then it's like he hit it twice, he missed it. It's out.
Yeah, it's
But if
fine.
I
Yeah,
made it,
I agree with you because if a goalkeeper moves, they make him take it again.
yeah, so I should be given a retake at that point. I
No, I
didn't
agree
get
with you.
that. I didn't get that at all, and it's been a while since I've seen it like that.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen one of those. I think overall, you're right. I think this is, we conceded in the 9th minute. So,
Yeah,
I knew when Man United conceded, I was like, okay, here Man United go because we always seem to play better when we concede a goal. And overall, I think it was, for me, the most comprehensive team performance that we've had since Amarim's come in. Um, I couldn't give any one of those players less than a 6. I couldn't. I couldn't find a fault in any of those. You're right, Sanjeev. United looks sharp and fresh cut out there. And it's good. But the thing is, this team struggles to score. We know that they struggle to score in Spain. We got Lyon next, who are a very physical team. And then if we get past Lyon, we've got a younger kid and Nico Williams in the next round if they get through. So it's not an easy path to the final. I'm excited. After that performance, there's 2 in a row that we've turned up. And I'm excited for the Europa League. I've got belief that we can win it, but we also have that hard path in front of us. Athletic Club are sitting in the top 4 in the Spanish league, so both of these teams are going to be a tough test. But if we play like that, in the second half, I think we can win it.
Yeah, just got to get the goals in the game because we really got to let off the hook with these penalties. The final goal was perfect, but they were down to 10. Yeah. So it's like they were there to be had at that point. Once the goals start flowing in, RASMUS today had an assist. I will give him that, but I don't know, man. It's like what does he have to do to get a goal? He's point blank in front of the goalkeeper.
Hit the post.
Just can't get in. It's like a lid on there for him, and it's like he has zero confidence, but it's also he's getting hard done by some of these passages of play. I think it's coming. I'm glad that he got an assist, and he looked pretty happy to get that. And to anybody that says an assist is some bullshit, it was a direct pass right to him for the goal. So there you have it.
Nice turn too.
Yeah, he took the ball great, came back around, got to the touchline, passed it back in, perfect. The goals have to fly in. We can't play we're not gonna get by like this too much longer. I will say, we got let off the hook a little bit today. We were fortunate today.
Yeah. For me, the one thing I will give him credit for today is I saw some passion in him today that I haven't been seeing in a while. When he hit shot and he hit that post, you could see him screaming in the air like that. You're right. It looks like it's about to come. And I think he can go on a run. If he can just get the ball in the back of the net, I don't care if he has to drag the thing in with his teeth. I honestly think once he gets a goal, I think he's going to go on a run like he did last year. I just saw the passion in him today. It's kind of like the team is rallying around him. And, Bruno said it today in his interview. Once he scores, he's gonna go on a run for the rest of the season, and I really hope he does. I still don't think he's gonna be here next year. I think a loan move's still good for him. But it was just performance today from him. I thought it was a decent performance from him. 𝙈𝙊𝙍 though, 𝙈𝙊𝙍 and 𝗍𝗍𝗍. 𝗍𝗍𝗍 out there looking like prime Maradona, man.
He's playing it through, guys, man. Yeah. He's I didn't know he was that techie. He's really good on the ball. He's getting past guys, and he looked a little fast and crisp today. It was refreshing. Now I gotta remember that Real Sociedad isn't the best team in the world, but he was playing it through a lot of people, keeping the ball. Sometimes at the end, some bad. 𝙈𝙊𝙍 was doing the same thing, but 𝙈𝙊𝙍's decision making to take some of those shots that he took. He took one and it tested the keeper, but some of them was like, damn, bro, you did all of that to do this. Okay, fine. I just want to see you keep going. So those two, they really stood out for me today. Bruno 100% standout, drilling his pens, and 𝙈𝙊𝙍 coming in, getting his goal, taking it well, hitting it at the top of the goal, perfect. Nobody really played bad today. Even though Højlund didn't score on a couple of chances he had a chance to, he wasn't bad. He wasn't that bad.
No,
I think it's a little cushion because we won too.
Yeah, he got the penalty. Whether it's a penalty or not, he still got in front of the guy. And it was taken down. I think it was a soft penalty. Their first penalty is more mind-boggling to me than and I know you said it was a penalty, Jeeves. I don't know how you saw that as a penalty, my man, but that is some soft ass shit. How the fact that you can give a penalty when De Ligt was in front of them. De Ligt was in front of his man.
Yep.
You can't give a penalty for that. That was worse than last week's decision. It was atrocious. Like
I think both of them were the first two weren't penalties for me.
no, and I think this.
Even though the second one looked worse, I still don't.
Yeah, I think our penalty, the Rasmus one, I think that was more of a makeup for the penalty given on the first time.
Probably.
Yeah, like I think because he didn't call it, you know, but we all know now that once VAR gets involved, that it's gonna be a penalty. Which is mind-boggling to me that these referees don't make the correct decision because it's like the VAR is just saying, hey, you might want to take another look at that.
Right.
But every time it's taken another look at, it's a penalty. It's like the ref doesn't have a mind of his own and say, hey, okay, I've had a look at it. It's not a penalty. But
I think there's a psychological favorite right there once you say, "Hey, go look at it again," because we don't think so. So when you go and when you ask someone to go and look at it again after they think, if they blow it and say that's a penalty, and the VAR is like, just look at it again to make sure, then I'm okay with that. But if VAR is like, "Hey, yeah, that might be a pen, you should look at it too," then I'm like, and then you agree with it, it's like it kind of takes you out of the game, and you're
yeah,
right there. You're right there. So that guy just lost a handle. He lost it. I thought Arzabal stuck his leg in front of the lick. A lot of those pens were soft. No, he was behind him. He was behind.
his front leg did get in front of him, but the rest of his body was behind him.
I mean,
Yeah, they tripped on each other's legs. It happens in football,
they're
man.
both running after the ball, and
Yeah,
the lick gets a foot on the ball. In the midst of all of it, he gets a foot on the ball.
yeah. If
I'm
anything,
okay with contact if the ball is hit.
yeah,
If the ball is touched in any capacity with a foot or a head or a chest, I'm okay with there's being a little bit of a struggle beforehand. I'm not saying trip him over intentionally, but that's what it seemed like. Two guys going after the ball, they both went down, and it was like bang, bang. Went down, ball gets cleared.
yeah, yeah. It's. You're right though, G's. All of the penalties across both games were extremely soft. I'm not sure if you heard it. I don't know if you were in.
The
One for
Dorgu
me,
one was a penalty. He literally put his
yeah,
foot in front of Dorgu,
yeah,
and Dorgu went over. Like
yeah,
he didn't flop. He went over that foot, and like
yeah.
he got tripped.
I still think it was soft. You know, again, for me, the only real penalty was the one that was given and taken away. You know, it's you can't take a player out like that. You can't slide in the penalty box, take a player out, and expect it to be not a penalty. But you know, it is what it is. You know, United played a solid performance, 2 games in a row. We move on to Leicester at the weekend. You know, we haven't lost in we haven't lost in 3 games in the Premier League now. You know, this could make it 4. You know, we're building momentum going in. You know, I still think we're going to lose to some game. You know, towards the end of the season. And you know, and the mighty Liverpool are out of the Champions League, baby.
Liverpool's out. Atleti is out. Is getting narrow, and now Arsenal has to face Real Madrid. That's going to be a good game.
Villa are still in.
Still in.
Mm-hmm.
Rashford, another Rashford assist.
Mm-hmm.
Playing. Rashford's playing great.
Yep.
He looks fresh, and he looks like they have it set up for him so well.
Yeah.
And it's like he just doesn't fit what we have going on.
Yeah,
But
and more power to him, because he's in a different system. The weight's off him, and more power to him. I really do wish him luck. There's no way back for him with Ruben Amorim though. Unfortunately, and Anthony scored again today. They won 4-0. Real Betis. The players are doing well. There's weight off of them, but for me, keep performing, boys, because it's only gonna up our money in the summertime. And I love it.
it's sounding like Chelsea don't want they don't want
They don't want him, but the problem is the
Sancho.
fine for not taking him is just as much as them paying the $25 million because they signed an obligation.
They might take that fine. That's how bad he is.
Yeah. Well,
They
take
might
the
take
fine.
that fine and just pay it up front and just take it as like, because if you terminate him, you have to pay him his contract.
Yeah.
If you don't play him, you got to pay him.
Mm.
So it's either I just pay all the money or terminate him, but
Yeah.
he's really bad, and he's not getting any better.
For me, Sancho is going to turn into Dele Alli. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's turning into
I hope
him or
not.
Jesse.
Dele Alli has mental issues, so I hope
Well,
not.
me too. What happened to Dele Alli is atrocious, but I mean football wise, or maybe there's more of a refill. Jesse Lingard. He's going to turn into Jesse Lingard. He'll probably end up in China with his boy Jay Lings and playing, in South Korea. And I don't really care. You got the attitude, wrong attitude. You've had it since you were a child, and it is what it is.
I hope
Um,
not. I hope he turns his career around. Still an English lad, and still a lot of football left to play. So, I hope he could change it around and find a fit at a club
mhm,
that will figure it out. I can't hold any malice towards these people. I don't know them.
yeah. No, just for me, when I say attitude, I'm just going from what previous managers have said. Pep said the same thing. Ten Hag said the same thing. The Dortmund manager said the same thing. Chelsea is saying the same thing. You know, there's no fire without smoke. There's no smoke without fire. You know what I mean? When four people are saying it, it is what it is. But
No bad mind here, man. Can't wish bad on him. Hope he turns it
no,
around.
I didn't
Turn it
say I
around,
wish
Jadon
bad.
Sancho. Figure it out so you
Yeah,
can play football because life
yeah.
is short.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't wish bad. I just, that's just the way I kind of am seeing him going. Um, who else was good for you today? I think Casemiro put in a solid performance. Delit.
Casemiro's had a string of good games
Hmm.
quietly.
Yeah,
Quiet string of good games, getting to the ball, passing it the right way, putting himself in good positions to destroy whatever the defense has going on. Granted, he played the same team 2 times, but
yeah,
still, it's 2 different games he's played. So he's done well, I think, and he got a nice standing ovation today.
he did.
He got a nice standing ovation today. Aiden Heaven, I think Aiden Heaven was probably not so great today. He wasn't so hot, but
No,
he did enough. He did enough
no,
to, he's coming in as a auxiliary player, right? We're down on center backs. We don't necessarily want to play Victor Lindelof,
yeah,
right? So Aiden Heaven, step in, young kid. You were just playing for Arsenal under 21s 4 weeks ago. Now you're in the Europa League playing for Man United at home against Real Sociedad. Big balls on that kid to show up. I think passing the ball, it was a little bit of an issue there with him passing. He was kind of, well, first he gets nutmeg to start the game.
hmm,
He gets nutmeg and ran past. So that happens to everybody. It's going to happen to you. Not an indication or indictment of how good you are. But his passing back to Onana was kind of troublesome.
it was.
He was panicking a lot. Onana handled the game pretty well. Nothing much asked of him. Stop shots. The goal that was scored was a penalty. Nothing you could do there besides stop it or not. It's a lottery. And yeah, handled the ball pretty well. Distribution wasn't great, but got the ball out short and put out all the fires that were coming when the pass backs were coming. So another quiet game for Onana, and you love that because when the games aren't quiet, we want him out his head.
Yeah, I agree with you. Do you think it was more nervousness starting his first game, an 18-year-old kid?
Sure,
No,
I'm
yeah,
sure. I'm sure he was nervous. I'm
yeah,
sure a lot going on, and he's in that crowd. That traveling support for Real Sociedad they were loud.
yeah.
They
Spain
were
turn up.
you could hear them. You could hear them. They were giving it to us when they scored the goal, and it was. I mean, Casey will be able to tell us a lot better when he comes back. But they were out there, so I'm sure that's a little jarring or a little tough for a kid his age. But he handled it. He did a job. I think he did look kind of shaky today, but he did a job.
Yeah, no, I think he was great. And I'm kind of glad that Casemiro's doing a job in there right now because it gives time for Ugarte to come, get some extra rest and
Yeah.
um get back fully fit. I wouldn't be playing Mason Mount anywhere near the team on Sunday. I would wait until after European break, the international break, should I say? Just give him some extra time to train, and just take your time with him because we could really do with him, at the end of the season here. Other than that, some big news from me and Mikey.
Up,
You
shut
know,
up, shut up.
we got some excellent seats today, Mikey, for the Man United Everton game. You're on the next row over from me. I got Ronaldo 9 seats behind me. I don't know how we got it. And you say you got your ticket for free, my man?
Yeah, I mean, my wife bought me my tickets with some points she had from Ticketmaster.
Nice.
She bought some Beyonce tickets a while back,
I bet they were
and
expensive.
yeah, so she bought the upcoming show, and then like 3 shows before that. So they gave her like a little credit because it was like a hard time to get those tickets, and
Yeah.
she just used that. I didn't have to spend $1, so it was great.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna say this. Like, I'm not sure what the communication was, because I know we got the email from the supporters club that said that the tickets were going to be $175.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Mine was
I was
120.
yeah, I spent 110.
Yeah.
Like, 115 when it was all said and done.
Dude, I'm actually glad it's $50 towards my flight. I only have to pay $200 for my flight now because
Yeah.
I put money away. Like, credit to where credit's due. I know I could have spent the $79 up on the stands because United were offering single ticket games, but I would, an extra $60 the first row.
And people are already reselling their tickets. Like, people
Dude, those tickets are expensive.
they're reselling for $350.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, didn't have to wait 3 months and listen to a man cry about it or nothing. Just went in, bought the tickets, and it was great. So, great seats, cheap ticket, no bitching and complaining. I'm all in. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And we got stuff planned. Shouts to y'all. You come to the game, you're gonna get one of these bad boys.
Yeah.
Or, I got more colors coming, but Stateside Red, we got a lot of stuff coming for you.
Yeah, we got some T-shirts coming that we'll be handing out. We got there's 9 of us coming down. So there's 9 boys from Pittsburgh. Well, there's 1 girl coming down, but we got the boys coming down. We're gonna get an Airbnb. We're coming down to protest and drink, my man.
I'll tell you where to get a good one too. You want to get one close to the pub, and that way we could just I'll be picking you up and taking you around. So hell, let me know what's up with the Airbnb because I need to come down there and stay too.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
I don't want to have to drive 40 minutes, 50 minutes back to my house. I would like to.
Yeah. Let me know where where your pub is so we can look in the area. Sanjeev, you're the man for the Airbnb like last year, my man.
Yeah, let me know. I'll put something down with y'all so that way we can all be in one place.
Yeah, like we said, there's like 9 of us, so we'll try and get a big place. Hopefully with a pool with the damn weather down there, because this white ass Englishman's gonna bake like some fish tomorrow.
August 3rd, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot.
I remember last year in South Carolina, I was so hot at one point I started to shiver. And I turned around, I looked at my buddy, and I was like, I need some water. If I don't get water, I'm going in that ambulance. It was so hot.
It was humid.
Yeah,
it's humid. They got like the swamp and shit.
Yeah.
Here it's hot and it's a bit humid, but in nighttime it cools down pretty good.
I can deal with the hot. It's the humidity that gets me because it just makes me sweat like crazy. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna come down on the Friday. A few of us are gonna come down on Friday. I know some of them are gonna be driving down. Unfortunately, due to some circumstances, we're flying. But I know a few will be driving down. But I'll be flying down. So, I'm looking forward. Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome trip. I know there's quite a few other supporters clubs coming. I'm assuming Tennessee and stuff like that will be going. And then also, look out, I finished with the poster for the protest. There's not much information on there, but we will be getting more information out regarding the protest as we prepare a little bit more and get some more stuff done. But just getting the poster out there for everyone to kind of acknowledge what we're doing and to get involved with what we're doing too. Moving on, we have Leicester on Sunday. Again, I'm not going to say like I was the other day. Like, I'm quietly optimistic, man. I'm quietly optimistic. I don't think we have the right players, but I think they're understanding the system a little bit more now. He's making a few tweaks to the system. The players are starting to understand it a little bit more. So I'm optimistic. We what was it? Draw with Bournemouth, lost to Bournemouth. I can't have blocked that game out. So, and Leicester, they really need a win. So, it's not a guarantee.
No, nothing's guaranteed in this here Premier League, but I still think we need to play with some pride. And we've beaten Leicester 3 times this season.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody that believes in like the hot hand or streaks or anything like that, but you can only win but so much, right? So it's probably on the cards for us to lose, only with the idea of probability, right? We've won so many times against this team, but you can also say little things like, how Atletico Madrid just played Real Madrid. They've never put them out, and they were just on the brink about to put them out. But, so you never know. It's going to be a good game. Not too much in it. We have the better side than them. Let's just go ahead and call it what it is. We're better than they are. They struggle defensively. They don't really get up a lot of shots. They don't score a lot. We can take them pretty easily, but I don't want United looking past these guys. You got a little bit of rest coming up. Some of you got a little bit of rest coming up after this. Treat this game as it needs to be treated. Put these guys away, and then we can go on to international break.
Yeah, and let's hope, because we play at 3:00 on Sunday,
which is crazy.
It is. It's because the time difference in the UK hasn't changed their clocks yet. They don't change it till the end of March.
Okay.
So that's why.
Like today's game was at 4, and I'm like, God.
Yeah, it's because of the time difference. It's normally 5 hours, but right now it's only 4 hours. So it adjusts for some things.
Yeah.
But let's hope that there is a Liverpool loss before our game, because they play in the Carabao Cup against Newcastle, and there will be nothing better than me and the boys from the Bulldog Pub walking in and seeing some down-ass sodden faces from Liverpool once again this week.
Hey, Newcastle, what has it been, 70 years?
It's a big
years,
chance.
60 years, something like that. That needs to be ringing out in the back of your mind. If Anthony Gordon's going to be out.
He's suspended for a stupid tackle.
And what's the other guy, the defender, 𝗦𝗶𝗴H? He's gone. So there's going to be some. Let me talk to the tune real quick. Listen here. Win that game. You haven't won it you've won nothing in a long time. Win that game. Stop these Scousers. It's already bad enough that Arne Slot's going to win the league in his first season. It's bad enough. Okay. And for what it is, I think Arne Slot's a decent coach. He sets them up pretty well, and he has a strong side. And now he's going to have to figure it out after this, this summer when these guys leave. But as of right now, kudos to you. You won something. You're going to win something in your first season. Ten Hag won something in his first season. It wasn't quite the league, but, there you go. Listen here, Geordies, get it right. Win this game. Restore some passion and pride to that side of England, please. To Newcastle upon Tyne, we need a victory.
Yes, we do. Yeah, nothing would. Sanjeev won't be here, unfortunately, but there's nothing gonna please me more than walking into the Bulldog Pub, Liverpool losing. Nothing will please me more, because every single person the Liverpool fan in that pub's gonna see my face, and they're gonna turn around and run, because Shawnee Boy's coming for it. I love it, absolutely, and to see that asshole Jamie Carragher's face, oh my god, it was beautiful.
He's so bad, man. I mean, he's funny on the goal. What's the shit called? He's funny on that Champions League show.
The Paramount channel, yeah.
That he's fucking in the stands, face red as fuck, watching the game, telling people he's not taking pictures and autographs. It's like, dude, I get it. I guess you're a Liverpool legend.
Yeah, I won't really go Liverpool legend.
I guess you're a Liverpool, or you're loved by Liverpool fans. Let's just say that. But good, I'm glad. After you said that bullshit you said about AFCON, which you kind of corrected in the end, and I understood with some context. I didn't think you were completely wrong, but like, I'm glad that you went down. So enjoy. Hold that. Hey, West Side, my Liverpool friend, hold that. You know what he said to me? He said, the guy that comments,
Yeah.
he says, oh, well, I don't care if it's PSG or Real Sociedad. I'll take my chances against both of them. How'd that turn out for you, buddy?
Not very well. As soon as Nunes stepped up, I was like, isn't it? I knew Nunes was gonna miss it.
And I rate that guy, but he has an idiot gene in him. They like to say Onana has the bozo gene. That
Yeah.
guy has the bozo gene because he's a good player. Fast, strong, gets in good positions. He cannot finish.
Can't hit the back end of a barn. He
Can't
reminds me
finish.
of Anthony. No,
I think he's much better than Anthony.
I mean, in the scoring.
Yeah, in the shooting department, there's times where he'll score a worldie,
Yeah.
and then there's times he'll miss 2 feet in front of the goal, and I'm just like, bozo gene.
Yeah, the nearest player I reminded me was Fernando Torres left Liverpool and he went to Chelsea. He just couldn't hit the back end of a barn. You remember that guy? He did the same goal too. Well, the same miss. He went round the goalkeeper and hit the post with a wide open net. It just reminded me of that. So, yeah. So Sunday, I'm optimistic. I would. Do you know what I would really like? I would like Man United to come out with a comprehensive 3-4-0 win and just go into the international break with these players' head held high. Now, I'm terrified of the international break because we all know injuries happen on the damn international break. So that's just where I am with that. There's nothing more. I'm glad Delit's not going out on international break. I'm glad Zerski's not. No, he didn't get picked for the team. And I'm shocked that he did not get picked for the team, man. Like, he's been our best defender all season for me. Like, by far the best defender all season for me.
He gets a lot of hate too.
He does. Just to you know, I'm starting to feel for me he was a very, very important signing for Man United in the summer. I'm actually starting to think he was more of an important signing than Ugarte, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because he's consistently in there.
And what happened to everyone worrying about his injuries?
He makes the difference for that back line.
Oh, yes,
right?
he does.
So he makes the difference. So it's like I've never really had an issue with him. I worried that Bayern Munich did let him go kind of easily, but
Thank you.
and yeah, appreciate it. And also, they're not seeming too well at the back either.
No.
So maybe you could have, Kim and Jay's not working out as he's supposed to be.
No,
So,
and that's just what, like, they said we had to let Ligt go to bring players in. Well, you let the wrong defender go by the looks of it. The fans try to tell you they didn't want him gone, and going on with that. So, anything else you want to add today? There's not really much going on in the world of Man United. We've covered the stadium. We've covered today's game. Anything else you want to get in there today?
No, man. Everything. I think this has been a good week for Man United. We can chill out. Now we can chill out for a couple of days, not feel bad, not feel sad, not be depressed by this team. It's just a good feeling to have a little streak of unbeaten going on. It's been a while since we've been able to put together some victories, or just not even victories, just being unbeaten. Right? When's the last time we lost?
A Fulham game, but that was on penalty.
Yeah, so it's just nice. It's nice to finally be on the right track. Hopefully, we could keep it going. But it's nice to get with everything that's gone on this week, with the protests and then the announcements and like having to play this game and being afraid of where it's gonna go. It's nice to finally have some calm.
It is, yeah. There's a nice calm around it, and the performances are getting better each game. I will say this: I am really looking forward to next season with this guy, Amram, as our manager. There was parts of me that were like, "Oh my god," when in the December, beginning of January. But the team is really starting to show a lot of fight and passion now. You look at Dorgu. Dorgu has been a fantastic signing. We've really missed him in the Premier League. So yeah, we get 4 more Dorgus.
With all due respect to Real Sociedad and everybody else that's left in the Europa League, this game has built me up to believe a little bit more now
Yeah.
that we can win Europa. I have said, I've been on record as saying that I still think we could win Europa. I think Europa was the easier of the two out of the FA Cup to win.
Yeah.
So I still think we could win Europa. It's looking good. I think it's gonna, not to look past anyone, because we still got Leon, we still got whoever else left, but I think it's gonna be us and Tottenham. I really do. Tottenham handle business.
Yeah, they scraped through today. Oh boy, did they scrape through today. They made that a hard job. When it really shouldn't have been for them. But they are where we're at. You know, the same amount of points as we're at. So, at the end of the day, they done what they needed to do and got through to the next round.
Yep.
I'm not sure who they have next. You know who they have next?
No, I haven't looked into it yet.
Probably.
I'm really digging these stickers. My God.
Yeah. Full match schedule. So, Man United, Lyon, Rangers got Athletic Club. Rangers can do a job there. Tottenham have got Frankfurt.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That'll be tough.
and then there's Lazio, Bodo, Glint. So
Lazio,
they
Spurs,
scraped
and
through today
Bilbao.
too.
Yeah, Lazio, Spurs, and Bilbao. They're stronger. And I guess Leon. I guess I'll give Leon it too. But I'm looking through there. I'm kind of looking through.
Leon finished top of the group.
Yeah, but what is that? Like,
yeah. So
like,
did Liverpool, but they're not in the cup anymore.
we haven't lost a game yet, right?
Yeah, well, we're still only unbeaten team in Europe, and
yeah,
let's move it on. I think we play away on the first game, which is good again. Play at home on the second leg. So yeah, I think that definitely on April 10th we play. So
they got Alexander Lacazette up front. I'm not worried.
yeah, I wouldn't be really, but then again, this is so hopefully some of the players can be back. Hopefully we get all back too. And there is a chance if we can make the final, there is still a chance that Ahmed could be back this season.
Yep, we get Ahmed back. We mount Luke Shaw, and maybe Lenny Euro.
Yeah, Lenny Euro is not a big injury.
We'll be good. We'll be good. I just don't want to rush him back. That's the thing, because he also had the is it him that hurt his metatarsal?
Yeah, we broke his metatarsal in preseason. But that's the thing, though. We got Leicester at the weekend. So he's not going to play that.
No.
We got, what is it, a 2-week break? A week break? So he's got time to rest up, come back, and push for the rest of the season. We've only got 3 months left of the season. 11 games. Isn't that crazy, man? We've got 11 games left of this season.
This season, I want this season to end so bad. At least the Premier League season. I want it to be over. But then when it's over, I'm gonna be like, damn.
What am I gonna do? That's what we do. We're like, golf.
What am I gonna do now?
I guess I'm gonna golf. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking. August is gonna be a big month for me. I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to England. I'm going to 2 games in August. So I'm excited. But yeah, that's it for today's show of Stateside Reds. Unless you want to add it. Well, actually, no. Score prediction, Mikey.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And also, you got to do your shout out to the law firm.
Well, that's right. 2-0 for me. Bruno scores and RASMUS scores. So yeah, I'm
the wrong time for RASMUS to score right between a break.
I think he can figure something out and then take it into the next coming weeks. But a big shout out to 𝗶𝗴𝙍, 𝗕𝗓𝗓, LLP in the great Sherman Oaks, California, man, for sponsoring the show. If you guys don't know, they have recently just become our sponsor for the entire show. They were only sponsoring Tuesdays, but now we're sponsoring all the things that we got going on. So, if you ever need help with your personal injuries, wrongful death, all kinds of stuff, they got, I think Oshot's over there is the one who who beat the Feds, you know, and the Feds have a 97% conviction rate. I know this personally. So, you know, check them out. That's Balorian Malukian LLP. I've said the number in different videos. I'll make sure to say the number next time I don't have it pulled up. I'm going off the cuff. But definitely shouts to them for sponsoring us. And yeah, till next time, man.
Yeah.
Up the fucking Reds. Up the tune.
Up the tune. Up the Reds. And for me, I'm going to go with a 3-0 victory.
3-0.
3-0 Man United. First time in a while that I've given Man United the win. 3-0 victory for me.
No, keep on saying we're gonna lose. That's when we start winning.
Okay. 2-1 loss. 2-1 loss.
3-0 loss.
2-1. I think we'll still
Jamie
score.
Vardy
Rasmus will
hat-trick.
get his goal. Unfortunately, he's going to be right between a break. But yeah, I really am positive Rasmus is going to get a goal Sunday. So, but everybody else, thank you for tuning in today. We will see you back on Monday, and peace out.